Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're listening. Welcome to Grass Rooted, episode 2. I am Rick, part of the dynamic powerhouse duo, and my assistant.
I'm Dan, back again.
So, we hope you enjoyed the last one. We've had some feedback, got some new things to talk about, some new news. So, might as well just get on with it there.
Yeah.
So, where are we starting first? Fishburn news? News of the teams? News of the club?
Yeah. The Fishburn week, innit?
The Fishburn week. So what have we done this week? Got some sick merch sorted, haven't we?
Yes.
Coming soon.
We've got some, shall we tell them?
Aye, go on. Treat them.
So we've got some mugs coming.
And travel mugs.
And some travel mugs. The ladies' kit order went in.
Yeah, ladies' kit order's gone in. That'll be hopefully a couple of weeks. 3-4 weeks. We've got some more beanies coming.
Yes.
By popular demand. Already had a few people asking for them, haven't we?
Yeah. Us on the coaching team are getting some gilets.
Oh, I'm going to love a good gilet.
Yeah.
Got the kids the water bottles, didn't we?
Yes. We
Personalised water bottles.
Yeah.
What else is that? It's about it. Merch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for now.
We set our sick new stadium up.
Yes.
First time in, we'll come on to the match, but...
Yeah, we had all of our gear out, and everyone said it looked well too, didn't they?
It did. It smartened it right up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Corner flags. Check out the pictures on Facebook. Some good sick merch. Nice respect barrier. Poster like flyers, banners. Our sick dugout, and our awesome bench from Paul Ward.
Paul at was it AMP?
MP. Yeah. Alfie's dad. So that's pretty much how Fishburn. Women's team, yeah, there was a few missing this week due to illness, wasn't there? But still going good.
Yeah, we still had. Was there 8 there?
8 or 9.
Aye. And don't forget, before that, me and you got out on Monday and did a couple of miles.
We did a couple of mile, yeah. And we've done the park run again this morning.
Yeah. Not the full one though.
Not the park, no, the kids' park run where we had our under 11s. Lewis absolutely blitzed us. I think he was second.
Yeah, he's gunning for. I checked the times actually.
I did as well.
He's about 40 seconds off first place, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
30 or 40.
So, yeah. Men's team, first training session this week.
Yes.
Gymnastro.
I think it's probably more of like a social thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's like young lads from Sechfield, there's a couple of young lads from Hartlepool that are coming along, so... And it's my birthday.
And it's your birthday, so there'll be cake.
I hope there's cake, and I hope someone brings me some beer. But it'd be nice just to have a kick about.
Yeah, start getting into it and getting...
Yeah. I know we've got one lad who's playing in the Wayside League, I think, but he's like a sub-goalie.
All right, nice, that'll be...
So, and one of your pals said he plays in goal, doesn't
he? Yeah, the lads from I work with, yeah. Lads from my work playing, so it should be good. If nothing else, to kick around on a Friday night for an hour, innit? A couple of quid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, by the time we all chip in, it's like, what?
Yeah, I think it was 33 quid between all the money's there, so I reckon 2-3 quid each, if that. I think we've got 10 to 12 at least that I know of. A couple of people have messaged me today, actually. One person messaged me today. So
I think as well, once people see that we're actually doing something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's the same with the strip for the women's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once they go, oh, we've actually bought a strip, they're not just,
You're not messing about, are we?
That's it, yeah.
But I think that's all for the news, isn't it? Fishburn week.
Yeah, training was just training as normal, really, wasn't it? We had a few missing for the 11s because they were on some school, like, activity week thing.
Yeah, it was one of them residential things, wasn't
it? We had a decent turnout for the 8s.
We had 8, all but, I think it was only Josh missing, wasn't there?
Yes.
Because wasn't he away or something?
The new lads were there again.
New lads,
playing up here.
And we had the other new lad come.
Oh yeah, we had that. Yeah, he was good.
He was good. Good feet, wasn't he? Brave.
He came from our friends over at Shotton, didn't he?
Yes, aye.
Witty sent him across. So, yeah.
Potential's there. Potential is there.
Maybe it's another team.
Maybe.
There's 3 under 7s now training with us.
Yeah, true. Got plenty of under 10s training with us. Technically, with the ones who've just come to train. There's a few of them.
We've got about 10.
Oh, that's what I mean.
8 to 10.
So if anyone knows of any decent coaches who want to come to a mint setup.
I mean, you don't even have to decent, look at me and you.
No, yeah, true. Yeah, well, look at you mean. Jesus. Jose Mourinho / Brian Clough here, like. But no, I think that's
it for the week, innit? So straight into
football yesterday.
Yesterday's action,
Finally, we got a match. The 11s, under 11s, didn't we? At home.
Yeah.
7 o'clock start, getting set up.
7 o'clock, torches out.
Yeah.
Bit of a crust on the ground, but Chris was happy enough that the goal mouths especially were.
That's the worst because it's all mud there, isn't it? There's no real grass in there.
He was quite happy that it was, it wasn't solid.
No.
And Peterlee Town's coach as well, he was happy with it.
It was playable though, it was given the pitch, wasn't it? It was just a bit crusty on the top.
I mean, on another day, somebody might have called that, but because we've probably called off between us and opposition, what is it, about 6 games now?
6, yeah. 6? I think we've not played for 7 or 8 weeks. There's a week off for Christmas, wasn't it? So it's probably 3rd of December, I think the last one was. So that's probably 6 or 7 weeks if you take off Christmas.
Yeah, that was away, wasn't it? That was when we were in Scarborough, so me and Max didn't play.
Yeah, well, that was at the Russell Foster Centre in, is it New Bottle?
Was that well, it was, aye.
It was New Bottle, that was the last one, wasn't it? Because that was where I had to dash over from the hub. Lastminute.com. Thank you, Russell Foster.
We had Kev standing.
Yeah, we did. We had Kev standing in.
Checking us in. Yeah, so that game finished
6-4, wasn't it?
6-4 at Peterlee Town. It was mad though, because what we must have scored within a minute.
Oh, easy. Within the first 90 seconds or something. And I think it was Tom, wasn't it?
Aye. He had a really good
first half,
Tom.
We took a lead and I thought it was going to be a whitewash here.
I know, I thought that as well. I thought, whoa, because he just kind of walked through them.
Yeah. And then they seemed to get one back quite quickly as well, didn't they?
They equalised quickly, yeah.
Within the first, but 5-6 minutes after we scored, they'd...
Yeah, they come back pretty quick, and then I think they knocked another couple in relatively quickly, didn't we?
I think we're about 3-1 down, 4-1 down at half time. We battled hard, but you could tell we'd had players in residential. You could tell we hadn't played for and hardly trained really. You know what I mean?
Well, we've had 2 sessions this year.
2 sessions just the last 2 weeks.
You could tell it was just rusty more than else. They were still trying. It wasn't like anyone gave up.
The bare essential skills were there because when we were in their half, they were struggling. Peterlee Town was struggling.
Yeah, when we piled on the pressure leg and got forward,
but we just got caught a couple of times by
it. Had that. Yeah, I mean that lad who they had up front was a big tall lad, and he was surprisingly quick.
He was actually, yeah.
So they just that long ball over the top,
it worked every time, and we just didn't seem to deal with it, did we?
I think as you can't really train heading, can we?
No.
If officially. We could, we could get the likes of Max, Kayla and Leon, comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
Because there was times when they probably could have stuck a head on it.
Yeah. But that lad was a big lad, so if it was a battle for the air...
that's it.
He was probably the size of Morton T, if not a touch bigger. Do you know what I mean? But
it's something we can do in training.
Yeah.
I think...
It's definitely... It's you don't know it needs doing, do you? It's not something you can plan for, because some team at this age, not many teams can play that ball. It's quite an old-fashioned style, isn't it? It's, going back to the 80s and 90s. Long ball over the top, striker runs onto it.
But, we've got lads that can punt a ball, T and Moore. Maybe we could try and use that for our strength, because Lewis is fast, isn't he?
Yeah.
Thomas is fast.
Yeah.
All the midfield's relatively quick behind Lewis,
Yeah, we've got some strength.
Lexi's quick.
Yeah, Lexi, yeah.
Taylor can nip in there. He kind of just appears, doesn't he, sometimes? Yeah. He scored some good goals this season.
Alfie, Bobby.
Yes.
They're all quick. So it's the potential's there, but I think what we struggled with yesterday, we tried to get into them, but they didn't. We kept going down the centre, didn't we?
I know, I asked them as well, goal kicks, because they were going down the middle. I asked them
it's your weakest area, isn't it? It's your weakest area down the middle.
We'd bring a ball down the middle, and it was just coming straight back over the top of that lad.
Yeah, because they had some good, strong central players.
Yeah, they were a big physical team.
But
we've had some battles with them, though. We had 2 friendlies before the league.
Yes.
We drew them both, 4-4 and 5-4.
Yeah.
Then they pipped us at their place, 5-4.
Yeah, 5-4. It was a similar game though, because we tend to start late, then finish strong, don't we? Because I think we were at one point we were 4-5-1 down, and then all of a sudden we got. Did we score again? No, Lewis got a penalty, didn't he? He got brought down, and then that was a bit of a turning point, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, we brought a couple back, and I think there was
Yeah.
a goal in it for a bit. You know,
Yeah,
they'd scored
there
one
was.
and we'd scored one, and then, you know, towards the end.
But if it hadn't been for Maddie in goal, that girl gets herself in some positions and some like stretch. I called it Stretch Armstrong. They all looked at me like I was daft. Didn't even know what it was.
For a little lass, you know.
Yeah.
And she's a year younger as well.
Yeah, she does well.
She jumps in front of some shots at training. Like,
Yeah, she's brave.
You're belting at her.
Yeah, and they hurt. What about that player who got more first and T straight after, within seconds of each other straight at him? He must have been sorted there. I hope he doesn't want kids. You know what I mean? Cheap with the castration, isn't it?
But yeah, I mean, I updated our little kind of unofficial table that we've got going on in the group, and you know, for the first, I think we were on 12, 11 or 10 or 11 games, I think, and we mid-table.
Yeah, it'll come.
So, you know, I mean, we are a brand new team, aren't we?
You've got to think at least half of them never played a match up until they started playing with us. You know, you've only really got 4 or 5, Max, Moore, T, Taylor, and possibly Tom. Really, have only really played before. The rest all, you know, only really played in fields and kickabouts. And some, like some of the girls, no disrespect, but they hadn't hardly kicked the ball when they came training. So where they've started and where we've gone, considering we were nearly folding. Yeah, Phoenix and the Flames.
Tennyson and Alfie made the debuts as well.
Finally got the debuts. I think the nerves got a little bit better than them, but they seemed to settle down in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, second half. I mean, I was stood next. Alfie's dad was just stood behind us, and he was saying, "Oh bloody hell, Alfie man, stop chasing the ball." And that he was, but he was just keen, wasn't he?
Yeah, you can do something with the keen now. If you stab with their fingers in the pocket, hands in the pockets.
Second half, he kind of reined himself in a little bit, didn't he? Kind of just did his attack as well.
And that was a big team to play against. I don't say big in the word like big, just like the size of them, and they were quite a physical team. They were. You know, we can be physical, but if you're not used to that,
we've got some, but then we've also got some smaller players that, you know, struggle with that side of it, don't they?
Yeah, we don't like. There's probably only Lewis really who's like a whippet but can still hold them off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Tom's quite strong when he's got his mind on it as well. Like, to be fair,
it's funny. I said to Tom, a trainer on Tuesday, you'll notice it now that I mentioned it. Him and Max are like really good friends outside of football. Seeing them at training, they kick lumps out of each other. They try and smash each other all over. It's just funny to watch. But yeah, he's for a little he's only a small frame lad, but he's surprisingly strong.
You know, there was a lot to take away from yesterday, wasn't there?
It was just good to be back on it.
Yeah, of course, it was up the Burnville. We used the pitch to our potential. It's a big pitch, deep, so we should start using it because other people struggle. Because no one uses them wings now pitch, so we might as well, you know.
Yeah. So that was that, 6-4. We're away up to Washington next week.
Yeah, Washington at the next to the hub, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
So hopefully the weather eases off because they haven't had any games up there on the grass, have they?
No, but it's because they've got one pitch that 3 teams use.
Oh, is that what it is? Because there's a couple of pitches though, isn't there? Like there must be different size pitches then. Because obviously we only drive past it, don't we?
Yeah.
That'll be handy right next door for the 8th match. Which brings us on to the 8th yesterday. Really, we didn't have a match, did we? So. No. We took a friendly against the mighty Belmont Falcons who we've played before. Callum, decent bloke.
Good set of lads up there. We've
always a good battle, isn't it?
Yeah, we've had a lot of games with them, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, what was it? 7-1, 8-1?
No, it was not 6-2.
No, I think they only scored 1. 6-2 or 7-1.
Yeah.
6-1 or 7-1. But it sounded like a big score, but it was a fair match. They rattled the post probably half a dozen times.
And as well, it was an hour of football, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, so
we had no groups either this week, did we? We just brought everybody in.
Yeah, we had 9, didn't we? So we had obviously Rocco in goal, and then
and we swapped them every 10 minutes.
Every 10, and then.
But again, it was a good match. I thought everyone. Archie played really well. Sonny made some nice balls.
Archie was
Zach got a goal finally. You know what I mean?
It's funny because after we got that goal, and we mixed it up, I think Joe wanted to play midfield or something. Yeah. So I said to Zach, can you go in midfield? He said, yeah, thumbs up and all that. I'm thinking, God, Zach, the last time I asked you to go in the field, you threw a proper puff. But I think it's because he'd had his goal, and they were putting a bit of pressure at that point as well. Weren't they? So because he was involved in it, and in with the action.
He likes being in the middle of it, doesn't he? It's like Seb as well. Seb's the same, isn't he? He likes to. Did he get 2 yesterday? Different celebration every time.
Seb got because him and Zach did that fortnight gritty or something, didn't he? Is it Fortnite? It's one of them.
Fortnite dance something, isn't it? Yeah.
I think Seb got 2, Sonny got 2, Zach got 1, and Ollie got 1.
Ollie got 1, didn't he? It was a good goal. Bottom corner. Nice to see him get a goal.
Yeah.
He's been building up to it, hasn't he? He had some quick feet yesterday, mind. He did have some quick feet.
Yeah, his footwork, he was kind of gliding around the pitch.
Yeah. I think a couple of people said to me yesterday, we do seem to play better on grass.
And, yeah, they said that. And they also said, can we not play beer every week? It's class up here.
Oh, is that what the Belmont was saying?
No. Our parents.
Maybe it's something to look at for next. Instead of Russell Foster, maybe TGFA.
TGFA, I mean...
There's no reason, might be worth a look. TGFA, get in touch.
Yeah, they do have the development games and stuff like that. So, but I think the things with TGFA, saying that, I mean, a lot of them's IT side teams, aren't they?
Yeah.
But then we're trekking up the hubs anyway.
Yeah, so,
God knows where they're going to put us next year. Somewhere else.
You've got to think the Washington hub's relatively easy to get to, but when we were downhill last year, that was probably a good half an hour, because you're all the way top of the A19, you've got to cut the cross up through Hilton Castle, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, you can get to the other side of Middlesbrough in a quiet traffic.
The other one? Ford Quarry.
Ford Quarry.
The other one you've got to come through.
Is that the one on the opposite side of the stadium near the B&Q? That's Ford, isn't it? Ford Estate over there.
There's a little retail part there.
Yes.
There's a home base, but there's a KFC on the roundabout, so coming out is packed, man.
Yeah. So that'll be a nightmare to get to, especially on match day trying to get across there. You'd have to come up over, wouldn't you? But no, that was a good match. It was good to see them playing.
Yeah, they all seemed to enjoy themselves, didn't they? They all had a go. Fred had a go up front.
Yeah, Fred.
It's funny though, because he had just ushered Fred, get up, get forward.
Oh, he does. It's good, but it's when they want to play different positions. Josh does as well, doesn't he? Because he wants to play in defence. His natural instinct, which is good, to go back, but it's just like throwing his bearings out. But it won't do him any harm to, But no, we'll have to start getting some 7v7s in preparation for next year.
Yeah, well, there's a few in that new group that we've got going on, isn't there? So we've created a group on WhatsApp, or you've created one, haven't you, from all the lads that you know that we've played against.
It's just who we've played, isn't it? Yeah. Genuine lads, which is something we'll come on to a bit. But we all know that, if we play them, it's going to be a decent, equal battle. You can cope losing 2, 3, 4, 5-0 if it's end-to-end stuff.
And that's, like you're saying, we can come on to that in a bit. But, if you know them, and, you've got quite more of a relationship with them than I have, because you arranged some tournaments and stuff before, didn't you? But I think if we were to go to them and say, look, we play you, but we've just pulled in a couple of new lads or whatever, then that's the way it should be.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Same with them. If they all of a sudden sign in a couple of worldies and you ask for a friendly, they'd probably say to you, look, Rick, we'd probably give you a good eye now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would, to be fair. But it was a good day for football yesterday.
It was tell you what, I was bloody knackered.
Oh yeah, when we get them slabbed in, I was like, oh my days, I was tired.
We were up at the field at 7 o'clock with our torches. They kicked off at 9.
Yeah. Quick set up, change around. 10:30 kick off. It was just after 10:30, wasn't it?
Tape measure out, cones out.
I stood and talked. I didn't drag the goals over though, half eating a bacon sandwich.
Cones out, and then we had an hour's worth of footy, then we had to put everything away. I mean, it's good having all that kit, but it's far on putting it away.
Yeah, at least we didn't have to go anywhere. We were all in one place.
Yeah. I mean, normally that kit would just be out for the 11s, wouldn't it? So
yeah. Oh yeah. There wasn't much. There was only really the goals and a few extra cones, wasn't there?
And all the parents have agreed, haven't they? After we messaged them the other night that they'd, whip in if they can. And
we think Dad always digs in, doesn't he? By the time you finish your team talk, big Godfather Dow's got the nets down, you know what I mean? Grass cut, everything away, isn't he? He's good at doing that, But no, so that was. I think it was our football in the week now. Fish Burning week, wasn't it?
There at about 12:30 or something, weren't we? 12 o'clock?
About 12:30, something, wasn't it?
Then we come down.
Yeah, it was about 12:30 because
two van loads of paving slabs that we had to move from Setchfield down to my garden. And then on the couch just in time for the Sunderland game.
Yes, I went and fed the ducks with Rose, so I missed the first half, but it was a good match yesterday, Sunderland match.
I enjoyed it.
That keeper, I don't know, he keeps them out.
Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson. I said yesterday, no, I messaged you, I'm a fan of Pickford, but he's Pickford on another level. I don't think they'll keep him, but was he 21, 22, did you say?
He's 22.
Yeah, so...
I looked after I messaged you and he's May or something. He's 23.
And that 15-year-old, even though it was offside goal, it was clearly offside, but that buzzy must have got from scoring that goal.
He's got some balls and all, man, doesn't he?
He won't have even done his GCSEs yet, man.
Mowbray was on about that the other week. He's balancing training. He's trying to train with the first team and study for his GCSEs.
They'll have a court. They'll have a mentor for like a private thing, won't they?
But he come on, and he was just in the middle of the park asking for the ball, like centre midfielder, against a Premiership team as well.
Yeah, I'd be daunting that, wouldn't it? Away in the FA Cup, TV cameras on you. You know what I mean? Was it 5,500, 6,000 fans we took?
Oh, there was a lot.
They're always loud, aren't they?
Aye. That was canny.
Yeah, it was
But I was asleep, I think, by about 10:15.
I think I fell asleep.
We had
and
the
went,
boxing on, and then I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning, wondering where the hell I was.
I went to bed, shattered, and sat and watched TikTok for 45 minutes an hour. Typical. So, what's now a discussion this week
This
then?
week's
we need to find some sort of catchy name for this, don't we? Do you know what I mean? Like some sort of catchy title for the title.
Yeah.
Want to whinge? I don't know. We'll think of something.
Well, yeah.
Put on a postcard if you know what I mean.
Yeah, if you look at radios, have got different
Java
names,
tunes and
like Gary's Gap on the radio.
Yeah, Gary's Gap.
So we'll call it the Fishburne something.
Oh, back to news quickly. We've got the under-8s going to the Borough to do the flag flying.
Yeah.
Got the flag flying, haven't we? Half-price tickets.
Yeah.
Bit of flag fly. So we've got on the 18th of...
There's only one missing, isn't there, who can't make it?
Yeah, Seb.
Yeah.
So on the 18th, quickly, we've got the under-8s going to the Borough to watch... Was it QPR, did I say?
QPR.
So they'll go on cheap tickets right at the front of the pitch, and they're going on the pitch to wave flags. So that'll be always a good experience, won't it?
Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, because I'm a Sunderland fan, it's it's an experience that kids won't forget. So,
and it's a cheap day out of football. And some of them probably never been. I mean, Rocco's only ever been to one. Max and Zach have been to loads of season tickets, but Rocco's only been to one. Some people, you know what I mean? So, 28 quid for an adult, and we're paying half for the kids, aren't we, out of our fundraising? So it's not a bad day out, is it, for them?
Yeah.
It's a different. You can go to any match, but they're not going to actually be on the pitch. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, though, for me and you, we are probably outnumbered by Middlesbrough fans in our team of under-8s, aren't we?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. You know what I mean? Second-class citizens. But anyway, back to grassroots gripe, or I don't know.
The grassroots gripe. That's not bad, right? The grass-rooted gripe.
Not just a pretty face,
So, the grass-rooted gripe this week...
It's actually suggested by somebody else, wasn't it, this?
Yeah, in our little secret WhatsApp group that we've got going on with our like-minded football coaches, is around teams or maybe coaches with a bit of an ego entering themselves into both tournaments or even friendlies against what we would call low-level teams when they are in fact much higher.
Or genuine, inverted commas. Genuine low level.
So we can probably go back to that Pro Motivate tournament that we did last year, which was... There was lower level and genuine lower level. Which we were, because we were a new team. I don't think we'd ever played a match at that point, had we? Or maybe a couple of friendlies. We played in the genuine lower team tournament, didn't we? Yeah. And there was one team in particular. I mean, all of the teams give us a good scudding. Oh, they battered us. Absolutely, like, the lads were demoralised. But there was one team I can remember, and... This is the Barcelona team. Arcon Bas, but they had the Barcelona strips on, didn't they, with their own badge? There was... The lads were receiving passes, and this is, 7-year-olds. Yeah, they were. And before they'd even... No, they'd have been 6 then, weren't they? Because it was before the lads' birthdays, which was about the same time as the presentation. So they'd have been 6. They would have been under 7s at the time. They would have been under 8s. As they were taking a touch, which, by the way, stuck to the foot, like, like Patrick Roberts, they were already scanning the field, like where the ball was going to go. And when they broke, so if we had a chance at an attack, we lost the ball before the lads could even think what was going on. They had like 3 in our box, and one lad was putting a cross in. Yeah, they had 2 people stood. You're always going to win at that situation, aren't you? He's got a chance at that. But it was like that against... I mean, that one team, they were like next level. Yeah. But all the other teams... were way better. But we had it last year in the league as well, didn't we?
was it North East Skills Academy were low level and they were battering you 10, 12, 15 nil and it's just.
I think these clubs that have got, like a blue, gold, and a silver team or whatever, multiple teams the same age. See, when I first started taking Max's team up, when they were like under 8s, you had to put a team sheet in to the league. You had to write the names on. I mean, you can write any name on.
Oh yeah,
but we don't do any of that now. So what's to say they aren't pulling teams from their other team, players from their other teams?
There's nothing. You know what I mean? Like we had it last year. Luckily, we've got a good relationship with a few people. But I was trying to arrange friendlies, and people messaging me saying, "Don't touch that team because he's telling me he's low level," and they battered us 12-0. And none fine well. We played the other team, and it'd been 2-1 or 3-1 or 1. You know what I mean?
We've had friendlies and beat teams, haven't we? But we've never battered teams.
No.
Like, you look at that tournament that we went up to last year.
Yeah, that which is something we're going to try and set up, isn't it? That was a mint little tournament.
That was arranged by one of the lads in our new group, wasn't it?
Yes.
And every game was close, and we lost. I think we lost by a goal in the final.
I think it was a 3-2 or 4-3 something. Yeah.
That's how it should
every
be
match, there was no more than 1 or 2 goals. It wasn't like 7-7 or 7-6. It was like 4-3 and 3-2, and you know what I mean. It was awesome, nice, equal football.
Are these obviously these companies are making a lot of money out of these tournaments because if they book in one pitch, so that motivate one. We had one pitch, didn't we?
Yeah, we had one pitch. So, but they'll have obviously booked the hub out at 50. I think I saw an advert today. 50 quid a pop they want now
for the pitch.
To enter their tournament.
Is that what they charge?
That's what I think it was 35 or 40 quid when we entered that last one. But I saw it. If you look at your WhatsApp, it's one for it's about 50 or 55 quid. I saw it today. I think it's for next weekend.
So every team puts 50 odd quid in.
They'll get a discount rate off the hub because they're booking the place out.
Well, they've got banners in there already, haven't they?
Yeah. So.
What do you think it'll be? Hire a pitch at the hub? 40 quid an hour?
40 quid an hour, give or take, yeah.
And we were only there a couple of hours, and there were
3
8
hours,
teams?
yeah. Oh yeah, that was just our groups. There was under 9s, under 8s.
Yeah,
but see, where does the blame stop? Because I can go and find a load of academy players now enter a tournament, and the tournament would say, well, Rick told us they were genuine. But surely you've got to come back to the refs when the refs are obviously qualified refs, so they can see. If I were like Rocco's getting pezzled in goal, or Zach's getting skinned, or Sonny's getting, and they should be saying, when the scores are 10, 11, 12-0, they should be saying, hold on a minute here. This team, and when they, consistently 10, 11, 12-0s, there should be, the onus has to be on the organisers as well as the coaches.
Well, yeah, because we had an online thing to submit our results.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we had to thingy them, didn't we?
So they must look, surely they'll look and go, right, so this team's entered the genuine low-level tournament 3 times, and it's scudded teams 10-0, 8-0, 9-0 and all this. They'll still happily take the 50 odd quid off them though the next time. Oh yeah, low league, yeah, no worries.
It's not fair. It's not fair on the lads. And do you know what? Full circle, I think the other coaches are doing their own lads no good either because it's like I remember years ago we used to play a computer game. You just put it on very easy. No, finally you were winning. And it's just like. Well,
they'll go home, won't they? They'll turn out on a night and go, hey lads, my footy team today put 10 past this team and they didn't score any. And some people will be like, whoa, yeah, class.
What they talked about in that group yesterday, was it New Drums from 21-0?
21-0.
If the team's that good, you might get that in the cup if you have a lucky cup run, you get high up and you're going to come into a team. I can cope with that. Mm-hmm. If we have a good cup run, Division 8 or Division 10 with the 11s, and we come up with Premier League set and we get scuttered, I can kind of take that because we've done well to get there and we've earned the right to. But
there was a team Max played at under 9s, I think it was, up at New Bottle, and someone had told me beforehand. I can't remember the name of the team, but anyway, they renamed from another club, right?
Yeah.
And you could, after kick-off, after 30 seconds, right, they'd scored 2 goals.
That's a lot.
And I went and said to their coach, what the hell are you doing in this division, mate? And you know what he said? They won't move us.
Right.
He said to me, apparently I was too late. I mean, we've always been kind of 7-8 division-ish.
Yeah.
At that time. He said the league wouldn't move us. And I went in and put the result in, and that was like in 15 plus goals. We didn't score any. And I said to Alison, I said, what on earth are that team doing in this league? I said, I'm not bringing my lads up to play them in the reverse fixture.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I said, I'm not. I said,
forfeit the 10-0 loss then.
Why do I want to? Why would you take? Half the kids are probably fake an injury. Oh,
Yeah.
Mum, I don't want to play. Can you text down?
And do you know what? If I wasn't Rocco's coach, if you said to me, this week we're playing so-and-so, and I'd say, Dad, I'm not bringing him.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my son as a goalkeeper through. And do you know what? There's only one loser here. The kids.
That's it.
But
We gained nothing by getting a good eye. Them kids gained nothing because they must have been thinking, what's the point in this?
Yeah,
because
it's too easy.
Our men's team playing against the under-8s.
Yeah. It's not fair on the kids. It's not fair on the parents. It's not fair on the kids that are winning all the time, right? Because they are going to come up when they come up against a team that are genuine their level. They'll struggle because they're that used to tapping it past everyone. And it's we're talking 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. It's not on.
Anyway, that team ended up just dropping out the league.
Did they?
He said, if you're not going to move us, apparently he was too late.
Right. Well, if he's done that off his own back, because fair play to him, then he's actually.
He was one of the best. He said, what's the point? He said, I can't tell the lads not to try because you can only play what's in front of you.
But we did yesterday, didn't we? What's the league? Is it 4 or 5? When you're 5-0 up or something, you offer to put another player on.
Yeah.
And we even said yesterday, the other team, didn't we? Do you want to put another player on the right? No, because it's relatively fair.
Yeah.
And you do get high scores in grassroots, and it does look good that you've won 8-1, 7-1, 6-1. But if you were there watching the matches, it's just it's doing, especially this age. Even Max and the under 11s, it's demoralising them because they won't want to come. You already struggle to get kids to play football now anyway, so why, you know what I mean? As adults, we wouldn't want to be getting whipped every week. You don't want to go to work every day and get a telling off or a dogging all the time, do you? It's the same, really. You get embarrassed, because that's ultimately what it is. So I think ultimately, coaches who are doing it, because the coaches know what they're entering. Do you know what I mean? The coaches know, but it also puts people like us off now, because I look at tournaments all the time, I don't send you them because I just think, what's the point? And when I spoke to the Motivate, they've just we didn't know. And I thought, well, you knew after 2 games, but
they could. They could have easily. I bet there was another team in the higher one who's probably getting whooped and all. So it's not hard just to go swap it around.
Exactly. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's kids' tournament. You're not gonna. The kids would be happy if we took up and gave them a chocolate bar after.
Yeah.
Getting a winner's trophy at a little trophy like that.
Yeah.
A tournament like that. But yeah,
it's just absolutely pointless, and do you know what? If you're a coach that does that, bloody shame on you.
Yeah.
Because if you get your kicks off, like say what was it yesterday, 21-0. If you get your kicks off, seeing lads coming off absolutely gutted. Honestly, if that happened to Rocco, he probably wouldn't want to play again. And why should he feel like that? Do you know what I mean? It's hard enough to get kids to play, get them off the computers, Xboxes, and whatever else. But you're not going to send your son to get a daughter. I
know. When we played Brandon at our place.
Oh, when I was in Tunisia, aye.
That was similar, but we're in the bottom division, so you kind of feel bad for the lads after when we, what was it, 15-1 or something like that, and you try to say to the lads, well done, because fair play to Brandon, they've had a tough old season.
They have, but they still turn
up. I mean, they kept on going right till the end against us. Yeah. They could have just went, I don't want to play anymore. So, but that's league, innit? We haven't gone out and looked to play.
No, we haven't done it on purpose.
Yeah.
We got put in the bottom league because we were ultimately, apart from 2 or 3 or 4 players, we were a new team.
Yeah.
So we got put. We couldn't compete in any high league at the minute because.
We had a friend against Blackhall, didn't we? What are they? Division 7 or 8?
6 or 7, I think.
And they put 10 past us, didn't they?
Yeah.
So.
We did that tournament in Darlow as well. We played them a couple of teams that were clearly above us, and the Hartlepool tournament as well. You remember? We did one at Darlow, didn't we? At Mowden Park. And then we did one at that school at Hartlepool, didn't we? It was the Greeting tournament, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
There were some good sides there.
But there should be some sort of FA database where Russell Foster, TGFA, they all talk to each other. Some sort of like a code you can, once you authorise as a genuine, not access for me and you.
Yeah, but so if we arrange a tournament and say some random teams come in, I'd like to think we'd maybe speak to the league. You find out the league manager of that league, like Michael, who runs our league for the under 11s, and say, look, this team's entered our division. are they going to batter our other sides?
Yeah.
Because the tournament where we come second place, that was class.
Yeah, it was a good tournament.
It was close. Imagine us having all these close, scrappy wins and then getting the final and the team putting like 15 past us.
Yeah, it's just But then So shame on you if you do that. One quick thing I do want to mention, similar to that though, is when I asked yesterday in the group about when that Michael, our group, our league representative, whatever he is, when I said why we're not allowed to record, it might be naive, but I asked why we're not allowed to record the results in the league table, the official league table, and he said because it's classed under a certain age, class as under 12s and the 13s.
It's once they go to 11 aside, isn't it?
So why do we record scores then? Why do we even bother? I'm not. It kind of contradicts what we've just talked about, but we play football to score goals. So what is the point of recording the results if it's not competitive? Why do we have a league system?
I think
that probably would help what we've just talked about. If there was a league, they could log on and see, Fishburn goals for 3,955 compared to Fishburn Community B 2 goals for. I don't know. I was a bit dumbfounded by that yesterday because if it's not competitive, why do we have tournaments and leagues and promotions and?
I think the leagues,
cup runs.
In a way, the leagues are more for them. So
yeah.
If there was a team in our league putting 10 past every team every week, they've got that record and say, right, they should be moved up a bit.
But at the same time, though, like, if, say, we finish, I don't know, mid-table this year, but next year we finish top 4, it'd be nice to see so we can recall the progress.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like a reference point.
Yeah.
But, well, that's maybe something.
That is it for the Gripe, innit?
Yeah, I think that's it for the Gripe for today.
The grassroots Gripe.
Yeah. So if anyone's got any feedback, anything they want to say?
One other thing. Sunday League team.
Yeah.
Oh, did we not mention that already, didn't we? We're training next Friday.
Oh, I don't know. I've not mentioned the training. Did we mention it?
Yeah, we did because we talked about it being a social. Yeah. So if you want in Sunday League team, give us a message on our Facebook page.
Anything you want to talk about? Maybe even if you want to come on, if you're a coach or a ref or somebody involved in the sport or anything like that. If you want to come on.
Or if you're, a Division 1 team and you want to come and absolutely batter a Division 10 team in a tournament, And
then listen to me rant at you. Nearly got a rant there, didn't we? It's been week 2 and not had a real one yet. But no, so any feedback, any thoughts? We've tried to make it a bit shorter. Hopefully you've enjoyed it again.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed whatever beverage you're drinking. Probably in a couple of hours it'll probably be a beer for me, but we'll see. School night tonight, so...
Nice one.
Alright.
Yes.
Love you, bye.
See you later.